Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the former Heisman winner, this is Mark Ingram. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
Let's go.
Jackson. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
That's a 19-yard line.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end, you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game.
16-yard line.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the gun, Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at the 40. First carry for the 2018 Pro Bowler, James Conner. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 44, Roethlisberger. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And it's picked up by the Ravens. and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
With good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 45 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Caught by Snead over the middle. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another 1st down.
1st and goal.
From the 2, here's 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. And again, it's Ingram. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be...
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the early lead. Well, Lamar Jackson remembers 7 rushing touchdowns in his MVP season of 2019, and he's into the end zone here as well.
And when you hear that 7 rushing touchdowns in 2019, doesn't it surprise you a little bit?
Yeah, you almost expect more, right?
Yeah, in your mind, you're thinking Lamar Jackson got in the end zone a bunch more. That might be what he does in 2020.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions. But some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
So remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him a more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Campbell on the stop.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger, screen pass to Connor, and he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
It's contagion, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'm a boy, one for the safe boy till there's nothing left. I'm a point to the bed until we all got them back.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 right at the 40. Roethlisberger will hand to Connor. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Tackle made at the 30.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Completion here to Claypool. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Third down.
Here we go. 180.
From the gun, a give to counter. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
And the Steeler 1st down.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Roethlisberger. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Pittsburgh.
That's a nice catch there. Remember, he had the fumble earlier. No way he was giving up the ball in that situation. Secured it tight to his body and picks up the 1st down.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the 2nd quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll look to run with Connor. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Ben Roethlisberger. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
The game at 7. Chris Boswell, the kickoff.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7 as they come up 1st and 10. They start with a give to Connor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He's tackled.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
The throw over the middle taken in and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10 is counted. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Roethlisberger. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And that is going to be incomplete. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Tackled by Alex Highsmith.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. From the gun, it's Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he can't hang on to it, and the screen never got started.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll run here with Ingram. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts.
No gain on the
as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Nick Boyle, his first touchdown on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
It's now second and 10.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 28. And the timeout comes in with 2 seconds remaining. So they can trot out the field goal unit for the try before we hit the lockers.
A 45-yard attempt.
And this one is right down the middle. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
To kick off for Baltimore.
The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a first and 10. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Calais Campbell on the stop.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. James Conner, the running back, his intended receiver. And it'll bring up third down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he connects with Ebron. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, a 22.
And a Steeler first down.
Ready? Like 5. Like 58, right there.
On first down, it's Connor. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
A loss of 2.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
44. 58,
On second and 12, Roethlisberger to Connor on the check down. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 15 yards on the play, first down.
A gain of 15.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first and 10 right at the 40.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Middle. Hey, look, 48. Hey, come on back to 48. Right there. Let's go.
Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he's taken down inside the 30. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, second and 10. Throwing again, it's Roethlisberger. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
But we tend to give those running backs that are slashers a lot of credit, but how about guys who are maulers? Because that's who you want in short yardage situations, and we just saw that occur right there, didn't we?
Vertical, downhill running. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Here's Roethlisberger. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up second and 6. Now Ben going to give this one to Connor, and he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
A good carry and a first down by James Conner, and this Pittsburgh team is really hoping he's back in form because last year the entire Pittsburgh offense suffered without Ben Roethlisberger at quarterback. James Conner only 715 combined yards, but in 2018, he was a Pro Bowl running back. Combined yardage that year, 1,470. They're hoping for 2018 James Conner in 2020.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Big going to take it himself. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And now Big Ben will lead the Steelers up to go for 2. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
Steelers 18.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
And I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he'll get this pretty close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Steelers' 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Bud Dupree able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Back now in Baltimore. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get 3. Obviously, a touchdown puts them in a much more secure position. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 12.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver there, the rookie Chase Claypool. But now it'll be 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
1st down, Pittsburgh.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on 1st down. Connor, this will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
It's a gain of 17.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far in this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, it's Connor, and he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Now 2nd and 9 from the 10. Here's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
Complete to James.
It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
A couple of extra defensive backs in the ball game here on 3rd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to potentially send us to overtime. Boswell's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think that pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Jackson. And this is going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown. And